AITA for giving my daughter a name my grandma hates. I, 27F, gave birth to me and my husband's, 31M, first child almost 2 months ago. She's a perfect little girl, and I was so excited to have my family meet her. I have 3 older sisters who all have kids as well. A fun tradition that my family does is to have a small get-together once the baby is about 2 to 3 months old. We don't announce the baby's name until after the birth to make it a surprise. At the little party, we give the parents a bunch of little gifts that have the new baby's name on them. My grandmother always quilts a beautiful baby blanket and embroiders the baby's name. She's done this for all my sisters and cousins. The issue is the name my husband and I chose for our daughter. For context, my grandma has a unique history with her own name. She was born as Lucille, but from the time she was 8 she told every single person she met that her name was Barbara. She did this for years until even her family called her Barbara. She even got her name legally changed. When I was a child, I always asked her why she changed it. She simply said she liked Barbara better. It became a family joke, but she never seemed upset about it and always laughed with us. My husband's grandmother raised him from when he was a baby to when she passed away, when he was 19. Her favorite celebrity was Lucille Ball. She and my husband used to watch I Love Lucy all the time together. He misses her very much and said that he would love to honor her in some way. Her name was Mary, but we chose to have that as our daughter's middle name. We decided that Lucy is a name we both loved and would honor his grandmother, and maybe make mine chuckle a bit. After I gave birth, me and my husband were FaceTiming my entire family when we announced the name. A few of my relatives laughed and said it was cute, but my grandma was dead silent. When I asked her what was wrong, she demanded to know why I chose Lucy. I was shocked and confused. I began to try and explain, but she suddenly hung up. This greatly dampened the mood. My grandma wouldn't answer any calls from me afterwards. I asked my oldest sister, and she said that my grandma was apparently offended and thought we were mocking her. She said she's not coming to the party in a few weeks to meet my daughter in person, and that she's not giving the baby quilt to us unless we apologize and change our daughter's name. I don't know why it's escalated so much. My grandma has always been kind. I have no idea what to do. Births in my family are always celebrated and happy events, but this has ruined it. I almost feel like some of my relatives are ignoring me because they don't want to pick sides, but I don't even understand why there's a fight. Dealing with this along with my newborn has been incredibly stressful. My family is puzzled as well, but most of them are saying I shouldn't have chosen a name I knew my grandmother disliked, or at least asked her about it first. AITA. Edit. Thank you all so much for your comments and advice. It's given me a lot to think about. I didn't expect my post to get this much attention, so I'm still working my way through reading them. I've seen a lot of comments asking why I didn't even think to ask my grandmother about the name, or why I would pick the name she obviously disliked. Like I said earlier, when I was a kid she just said she liked Barbara better. That's what I've known my whole life, so I didn't really dig into it too much. Now I feel like an idiot. I honestly never intended to hurt her feelings. I never even considered that she changed it for any deeper reason than just an aesthetic preference. I don't know too much specifically about any childhood trauma with her, but I do know her dad passed away when she was about 6 years old, so maybe that has something to do with it. I'm not planning to ask her for specifics, because I don't want to open any more old wounds than I already have. For right now, I'm taking a few comments suggestion, and am planning to write her a handwritten note apologizing, explaining everything, and asking to talk. She has a bit of a hard time with technology, so I think this will be a good way to show I genuinely want to discuss this and never meant to hurt her. I'm still not entirely sure about what to do with the name, but for now my number one priority is getting into contact with her and fixing our relationship. Another question that I've seen a lot is why my husband and I didn't just name our daughter Mary, or why I didn't use my grandmother's preferred name somewhere with my daughter. I have a good number of nieces and nephews, and two of my nieces already have Barbara as a middle name, so I thought I'd do something a bit different. I like it, but I don't prefer it as my daughter's first name. As for my husband, he has only one niece and she is already named Mary. I didn't want my daughter to have to share a name with her cousin, so that's why we tried to come up with a different way to honor his grandmother. Another group of comments I've seen have been asking why I ever thought that this would make her chuckle. My family doesn't joke around about it too much, but every now and then someone will say something along the lines of, "What do you think you're gonna change your name to next?" And she would let out a couple laughs. This led me to believe that she was light-hearted about the whole thing. Looking back, I'm just now realizing that that was only polite laughter and I don't think she enjoyed it. I never thought about it as a little girl, so I went my entire life thinking she was fine with everything. I feel awfully guilty now, and I'll be sure to apologize to her for that as well once I see her again.
If you liked this video, make sure you hit the like button and comment down below your thoughts. Also don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos like this.